yeah. Again, I really don't know how to start these videos. I've got so much on my brain right now. I can't even keep track of what it is I really want to talk about. So, I have not really been able to record too much. Originally, I kind of stopped recording because I had so many videos on the computer that I needed to get out. And, you know, it was to the point to where, and I had to kind of move some of the videos around, because if I would have uploaded them in order that they were like filmed or recorded, it, like back at like Caleb's appointment with his actual in-office appointment, y'all probably still wouldn't have even seen it yet. So so I had stopped recording so I could kind of catch up. And now I've kind of gotten to the habit of not bringing my camera with me. And between forgetting my camera at home and running late and just not having time because of my work schedule being swapped around, it's just bleh. So yeah. So I don't remember if I have already uploaded Caleb's doctor's appointment or not. And honestly, I really don't even remember if I even talked about what happened with Caleb's appointment. Just for recap, for just in case I didn't, if I did, I'm sorry that I'm re-going over it. But for just in case I haven't talked about it, or if you kind of missed that video, because I don't know if I did a video, but anywho, I'm covering my bases. So on the 6th, Caleb had a doctor's appointment with his pediatrician. And for lack of better words, I ended up being very, very, very PO'd for the fact of they changed his appointment time 3 times on the 5th. And they also changed the actual doctor he was going to be seeing, like the day before. And I had already confirmed the time and the doctor. So I was talking to one of the nurses. I had asked the lady at the front desk if she knew why his doctor had been changed. Oh, I don't know. That ain't got nothing to do with me. Okay, whatever. So she told me to ask one of the nurses in the back. So I actually asked the nurse that we had. And she said that that was something that has happened. I definitely was not the first, and I probably wasn't going to be the last. And so she told me to call and send a complaint to the complaint hotline, because she said that that crap needed to stop. So that's what I did. And they did call me yesterday afternoon and was asking why I was trying to file a complaint. And so I told them what happened, and I was like, now I don't really know how I could prove this. I said, because I did kind of delete that text, you know, where, you know, all of those changes. She's like, oh no, I can see it all right here. She said, yeah, I can definitely see. She's like, you had already confirmed appointment with Dr. O, and you know, like the day before they start changing your time around. And she's like, they didn't call you and ask you if any of these changes? Nope, never heard from them. They just assumed. Yeah, we're not going to do that. No, we're not going to take that. We're going to be doing an investigation, and we're going to be finding out why. And so now I did tell her that Dr. T did do good with Caleb. He was a little uneasy, but that for the most part he was okay. He didn't have like he freaked out. Like, he did have a freak out, but once he like freaked out, like Dr. T was like, okay, this is a problem that we're having. This is how he is. And so like he like I don't know really how to say it. I know what I'm trying to say, but the words are just fleeting my brain right now. But like he like readjusted himself, and he's like, oh, okay, well, I need to I need to do this instead. I need to act like this instead. So, and it helped. It did help Caleb feel a little bit better. But Caleb just tends to do better with females anyhow. And so, and that's what I told her. And so she put it in the system that we saw Dr. O. The only time we were to ever see Dr. T is for like extreme emergencies, like Dr. O is sick and she is not in, or she had to leave on vacation, or she got called out. If there's an emergency and Dr. O is not in the office and will not be in the office, that's the only time we will see Dr. T. He will be our backup. And the only reason why I okayed that is because Caleb has seen him already. And so if Caleb sees him again, he most likely will not have another little freak out. He still may be a little uneasy, but he won't be as uneasy as he was this last time. So we did that. And she also said that she put it in there that if there was going to be any changes to Caleb's appointment, they have to call and confirm with me over the phone, not over text and not through the app. They have to call and physically talk to me to confirm any changes that's going to be done to Caleb's, to any of Caleb's appointments. So, for that, I'm grateful. She was very much, I don't really want to use the words like she was on my side, but for lack of a better word, she was. She was like, no. She's like, I have a grandson that is autistic, and he's the same exact way. She's like, we can't, like, she's like, if my daughter ends up getting sick and I have to end up taking him to the doctor, she says, no, it ain't happening. She's like, and I'm grandmama. She's like, I'm grandma. I can't even take him to the doctor. She says, because that's changing his routine. He's used to mommy taking him to the doctor, and grandmama can't take him, daddy can't take him, mama has to be the one to take him. She says, or else he's throwing a fit. If he knows he's going to the doctor and his mama's not in there in the car with him somewhere, he throws a fit before they can even get out of the driveway. She said, so I said, well, mine's not quite that bad, thankfully. And she's like, oh girl, it is horrible. She says, I feel for my daughter. She says, she's like, I love my daughter. She says, but seeing the things that she has to go through and like having to change everything. Sorry about that. That was actually Legacy calling. And they have to change Caleb's appointment. He actually had an appointment coming up, actually this Friday, actually on the 13th, with Dr. F. But due to a family emergency, she has to change her appointment. She has to cancel all of her appointments for this week and next week. So, that's how you do it, people. You call. So, anyhow, so now his appointment is not until the 23rd. Yay. So, he probably will end up having some issues with medication wise, which I was gonna talk to her about new medication anyhow. Not new, but seeing what we could change for that anyhow. So 9. Woohoo. So did I say the 23rd? I meant the 24th. It's Tuesday the 24th. Sorry. So anyhow, she's going to put in a request to see about getting him a little bit extra medicine to last him until, which we may have enough, then again we may not. I do know that when we left her in August, it took them over a week to give us Caleb's medicine because they kept putting me off, saying, oh no, we don't have it, oh give us another hour, oh give us another hour. I'm done with Walmart. We are going to try to start using CVS and see how that works out. So yeah. So she's gonna try to put in for that and see if they can get that approved. Which I will say that ever since this last time, since it was a week without his medicine, he's still sleeping good, but like when he takes his medicine, it really just doesn't, it really has like no effect on him anymore, like at all. He actually acts the same on the Adderall than what he does when he's not on anything. Like there's like no change. And so I don't know if we may need to go up on it, or if maybe she wants to try taking it down. I'm really not sure what she wants to do, because it's, I really do not know what I have no clue, because I feel like even going up at this point may not even do any good. Now, those are kind of our only options. We either go up or we go down, or we stop it at all. Because we don't have any other medications to try him on. We won't have any more, like, other options until he turns 6. So, yeah. With him being 5, she told me that there were only 3 that we could try him on. One was the clonidine, which is what we started with. And then we went straight to the Adderall. She said that she really didn't want to try the third one because back when he was with his Dr. M, the first psychiatrist, he put him on, not on that one, but on something very similar to that, and it practically destroyed Caleb. Like, he was on it for 3 days and we took him off. Like, he would cry. Like, he could walk up to me right now and just look at me, and I can look at him and smile, and he will just throw himself on the floor and just have an emotional breakdown. Not kicking, hitting, screaming, like an actual emotional breakdown. Like, it was horrible. It was so bad. I have never seen Caleb so emotional in his life. Mad and hateful, yes, but not like crying. Like, you could just smile at him and he just breaks. And so, because it's a stimulant type of medication, it's a stimulating type of medication, if I understood correctly. And so, since he's already been on something like that before, she's like, don't really particularly want to do it, because most likely, even though it's a different one, it's the same type of medicine. So, it's probably going to do the same thing. Don't want to do that. So, no, don't want to go through that again. So, for the most part, so, in reality, we just, yeah. So, we're kind of just stuck. We either go up or down. So, oh, yay. So yeah. So, that is that. So, I dealt with the complaint with them dealing with his pediatrics appointment, and then now we have a new appointment with Dr. K. So yeah, so I need to go check on my chicken, and so with that, we are off, and we will talk to you guys next time.